Ooh. Ooh. Pig, I'm going to eat you alive.
Corn dog style.
Corn dog style, no! Yeah, I haven't figured out what I was going to talk about during that time you gave me to think.
That happens. Don't worry, I'm good at carrying conversations, bro. Pig, move! You're in my seat. Thank you.
Pushing around women once more.
What is there to talk about? Carlos, ask me. Ask me a question, sir.
Alright. Any life-changing moments? Not life-changing. Any big moments in your life?
Moments? I say it as of recent. You'd have to fucking start.
I started a while ago.
You always do this. You and your tomfoolery. Where's my mic?
I like to do a little troll. Oh.
Dim the lights, you know?
Set the mood.
You know, some men don't realize they're about to get fucked when the mood is set.
Wait, what?
What?
Don't worry, I got good vocals. I could scream. The lady above and the guy right next will definitely hear it.
Lady above will definitely not hear. You heard them when they opened the fucking door. They were blasting music in there. Now I know why they make so many loud noises. Because, like, they're either fucking up there or, again, they're partying. I think they're partying.
I was gonna say definitely fucking, because that's what you do. You just blast your music. Or at least that's what I've been told.
Alright, let's get this started, shall we? Welcome back, or welcome to, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Inconsistent Vibes. Today we are here with your precious Pixel and your handsome War-Torn. It's been a minute, you know. It's like, what? Right
5
now
months.
it's the fucking 5th of May, you know, Cinco de Mayo. What are the fucking chances that we decide to do this on a fucking holiday, you know?
They don't deserve the holiday, honestly.
Sir, calm down. We just started this up after like 5 months, maybe 6.
A good 5. I would.
I'm gonna
bet.
check.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, you're unsure. I'm unsure. I ought as well check. When was December of 2022?
December of 2022 was 5 months ago.
Was it?
Tell me, what month is it?
It's May.
How many months?
It's 5. December. That's be 6.
Was it the 1st of December? Because then it would be 6.
I don't fucking know. It was probably like in the middle of December when I actually moved, you know?
Well, then it hasn't been a full 6 months.
Either way, it's been a bit of a minute, you know? And
It has.
due to I not really trying to get anyone over here, and, you know, because of life is a bitch, unfortunately, I've been a little procrastinate's a word, right?
I would.
What's the singular form for procrastinating? Apart from
procrastinated?
procrastinate? Nah, that's more like a past tense. Either way, I was procrastinating on this because, you know, James is a bit of a bitch.
He's never gonna come. Let's just accept that. He's never gonna come
He's
back.
not coming, so, you know, spots are open for whoever decides to come over here.
We are taking candidates
Yeah.
as of this moment that can either A, edit this podcast because I don't have that much time, and B, can show up at least.
But yeah, you know, bit of a minute. We've been shit. So last time I uploaded something was 3 months ago.
You uploaded something.
Yeah, I
What was
uploaded. It was probably that one episode that was over another 3 months ago. So it's been a bit of a minute, unfortunately. I want to apologize, but I know there's not really many people to apologize to except for Josh. If you still, you know, subscribe to us on YouTube.
I'm not apologizing to Josh.
Well, you heard him first, guys. Carl said, "Fuck you, Josh."
Whoa.
Well, let's see. A little short recap, you know. I'm in my new apartment. I'm pretty sure I heard that from the last episode, as opposed from what happened then. Carlos, you were asking me any, like, what, life-changing things?
I would guess not life-changing. Little milestones between the time we have been apart.
Milestones. I only had nothing but personal milestones, you know. I finally got Fig spayed, so she's a little bit,
Calmer?
just a little bit calmer. You know, she is now 2 ovaries poorer, so, you know. She's not winning in terms of economy on dogs, but
I mean, better than 2 more out there. Oh God, that's a Mexican looking at me.
he doesn't see us. It's fine. It's fine. Fucking. Let's see. Anything recent that I've done? I went to San Antonio a couple days ago. That was actually pretty fucking fun.
What did you guys do?
It was.
Or what did you do there?
Yeah, I went there by myself, bro. I had to get out of my house. My apartment was making me want to like kill myself and people around me. You know, it's pretty much like like cabin fever. What is cabin fever actually? Before I say this straight out of my ass, what is cabin fever? You know,
that's that movie, isn't it?
It is a movie. You're correct. I'm looking for the fucking definition of it though. Oh, here we are.
Please tell us.
I like
Google,
this.
man.
I like this setup a lot more. You know, instead of having that big ass fucking table, I got my entertainment center right here. Just slap on the fucking all the equipment and whatnot. Then I got my laptop where I can just search things up.
I remember you raving about your little table, always saying it's the best thing.
Here
now you upgraded.
Extreme irritability and restlessness from living in isolation or a confined indoor area for a prolonged time.
Ah, so you get it right.
I was going to use the opposite of cabin fever, but that's actually correct of what I was kind of feeling. I was experiencing extreme irritability and restlessness from living in isolation. It's boring because I got a roommate and all, but it kind of feels like another fucking body in here. So
do they like talk to you? Do they interact with you?
Yeah, it's that's a complicated story I don't feel like dealing with right now. But
all right,
fucking let's see. In here is like almost most I've done was like is if I'm in my apartment, I'm probably just staring at the fucking ceiling. That's like, dude, I got my TV right here with my Roku set up and everything. Haven't touched anime in a minute, you know. I was like, ooh, there's a new anime coming out. I'm gonna hit it up. I get home, it's like I'm asleep. You know, I've recently been promoted to I still work at the same place, but I'm no longer a simple technician. I am now a manager. And unfortunately, I have to act like a manager. So, because of me, no one in our work chat is allowed to say nigga anymore.
No! The N-word has been banned.
I said it one too many times, unfortunately. And my GM was not happy. Fig, hey, I need to stop. Please keep it professional. You know, I can't wait till we start getting, a cam recording. You know, so people can understand just how much Fig actually bothers the shit out of us during these.
She's a little
she's
busy
a dog.
bee.
She's a dog. You know, they require love and attention.
This one requires a lot, apparently.
I like love and attention. Love and attention is awesome, except whenever she's breathing like she just ran a fucking marathon in my fucking ear. But I got promoted to manager, so unfortunately, my fucking work life has slightly been interfering with my personal life. So I'm busy like 24 fucking 7. You know, I wake up, I go to work, and it's like, oh fuck, I gotta cope with being a manager now. I hate management positions. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. I don't like being managed, but I don't like managing either. It sucks.
I can see that. I wouldn't want to have that many responsibilities.
Yeah, and then
take care of.
Yeah, then you had to take responsibility for the stupidity of others below you. It was like, to be fair, he shouldn't have put his hand in that table saw. You know, it's something like that. It's like, I told him not to, but he did it anyways. But that's still my fault for some reason. I don't know why.
Now HR is calling. They're making a big ruckus.
But let's see. I went to San Antonio, right? Because I just couldn't be in my apartment anymore. I had to get out, and it was a 4-day thing. Yes, I'm black. I don't put batteries in my fucking alarms. My smoke detectors. No, but fucking whatchamacallit, yeah. It was like a 4-day thing, except I only went to San Antonio for like 12 hours.
So you were hoboing around?
No, I went to a Motel 6.
Oh.
I lost a lot of money in San Antonio, unfortunately.
No betting, gambling?
No, just some terrible spending decisions,
Wow.
Like paying for the gas to get there and back. I went to IHOP like 3 different occasions over there. A lot cheaper. For some reason it was cheaper. I'm not gonna say cheaper over there than here. It just felt cheaper going to IHOP over there than it was over here, even though I got the exact same shit as I did before. But dude, I think people should like go on like a bit of a road trip, or like just go somewhere that's like 5 hours away from your like current location right now, and just vibe there. You need to do that at least once a year or some shit. I didn't realize how much I fucking needed it, because I was on the verge of burning this place down.
I feel that, because like every so often I get that urge to go outside and do something, and I'm thankful that my family lives across Texas, so that gives me a reason to go visit them.
Like,
get
dude,
out.
How old are we again? You're 21. I'm 20. You're not 21 yet?
No.
Liar?
No.
You're 21.
No.
I'm not dumb. I know you're 21.
You can check my driver's license.
Let me see it.
I'm like 19.
You're funny. I know you're older than me. I'm not stupid. You have to be 21. I don't know when your birthday is, but I know you're 21.
Well, you're about to know, and you're about to be the only person that knows.
All right, just because you said that. You're definitely 21. You got a 21-year-old driver's license.
No, I don't. I haven't ordered one yet.
Dude, this is your driver's license when you're 21 years of age.
Nope. He's never gonna find it, is he?
Shut up. I'm not dumb. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Okay. You're gonna turn 21.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be too long, so fuck you. Either way, close to 21.
I had to do the actually thing.
I hate you. Close to 21, 20-year-old right here. And fucking my life has been boring. I have not been living it like a 20-year-old, unfortunately.
Shit happens. Not everybody's gonna have the most interesting of lives.
I wouldn't say that shit happens. If anything, it's the complete opposite. Shit didn't happen. I don't think I had enough drama in my life. I gotta find like a bad bitch or some shit to make my life a living hell. So
I don't know if you want that. I planted this bomb earlier today.
Our shit's already been flagged. God damn it, Carlos.
It's been 5 minutes.
Hey, that's another 5 views from people who are trying to find our current location right now. Fucking. But when I went to San Antonio, dude, the drive there, for some reason, when you go somewhere, the drive back is always better.
Have you ever thought about being a trucker?
No.
Because it seems like you like driving to random places.
No, don't get me wrong. Like, I'd rather not drive. I wish I was just there. I wish I could just teleport, you know? I was like, oh, shit, I feel like going to New York. Boom, I'm in New York. Unfortunately, physics does not allow that. So, I just like being in random places, Like, unfortunately, Texas is really fucking boring for the shit around me. Like, there's Dallas and there's Fort Worth. And damn, I wish San Antonio was a lot closer, because it's so much better compared to the two. Don't get me wrong, like, it's not as big as either of them. Fort Worth is more, how do I put it, commercial-like?
Suburban.
No, commercial. It is way more commercial-like.
Is
like,
it?
Dude, like, nothing but just, you walk into Fort Worth and it's just like, the aesthetic you get there is just business, It's boring. No one gives a shit about business.
I mean,
Fort Worth.
I guess I can kind of see it.
Fort Worth, business-like, a lot of, like, not pristine, but it's more so formal, You go to Dallas and it's crazy.
Dallas is something else.
Like, Dallas has, like, deep element. Unfortunately, that overshadows a lot of Dallas. Dallas it's not a party city, but it's definitely a city that's constantly active with something going on. Whereas Fort Worth doesn't really have an interesting downtown. Actually, there's Sundance Square, but other than that, it's still fucking boring. It's boring during the day, and it's boring at night. Dallas, there's always something going on no matter which corner you go around. San Antonio, however, god damn. I want to say San Antonio is like the little sibling of Austin. Like, if you don't like Austin being weird, go to San Antonio. San Antonio's a little weird itself, but it's just more tolerable. There's always different cultures, backgrounds, and aesthetics going on over there.
I think I could tell you somewhat why there's like sort of that divide, because what I've kind of noticed and like picked up along like stuff that I've been told, that Texas is a very how do I put this? It's very, very much a keep to yourself kind of state. Like, you don't bother me, I don't bother you. San Antonio, what is it? Since it's one of the other, what is it? I forget what it's called. I don't know, but what
Describe
is
it.
it? What?
Describe it.
Um,
It will probably pop in your head if you try to like describe it. You know,
uh,
is it a characterization?
no, it's like there's something about it, like from its foundation, since it was once built to be like more active, more like outgoing, more like
It's got a certain like vibe. You know.
yeah, kind of like it's a different vibe than what is it than the other states in Texas, because like they're more don't bother me, I won't bother you, we keep to ourselves, and that's why there's nothing much interesting
Yeah.
for like the big cities, like how you said Fort Worth or Dallas, because like from what
Fort
I
Worth,
hear,
you mind your business. No matter what, you know.
Mhm.
Considering that with this, we were like at one point the murder capital of fucking the U.S. in Fort Worth. In Fort Worth, you just mind your business. There's commercial and there's industrial districts, you know.
Mhm.
And then Dallas, you mind your business because you will probably get shanked or stabbed.
I'm also
Shanked or shot. There we go.
guessing because of like the political views, I guess,
It's awful. It's so fucking awful.
which like very much dictate how people act, like in Fort Worth or Dallas, because like and then from what I hear, it's very much an active city. Like they're very welcoming, they're very interactive with each other, because my sister and uncle live up there, and they say there's always something there to do.
Yeah, and Denton, as far as I'm concerned, from when I've been there, I don't really like Denton because it seems like a gray scale like city from when I went there. It wasn't really a whole lot going on whenever I went there. But
When did you go there? Because I know during
went-
COVID
not COVID.
it was dead,
I need you to stop.
but
Goddamn.
more like uh more during like the spring, then into the summer, and kind of in the I don't know what is it. I'm talking out of my ass. All I know is that it's more interactive at nighttime.
Yeah, that's what I like about how active is it? Like, what is the nightlife compared to like the day life? You know,
So what?
Fort Worth has a boring fucking day life, and
Oh, definitely.
it can only be interesting at night if you have friends.
What is it? This is my theory upon it, which I see some others theorize upon it, but I'm guessing it's due to how it was structured, because everything is within walking distance from each other. It's like all centralized where you can walk towards the places you do want, but not be too far away where you have to drive.
Right.
Because, like, what is it? In Fort Worth, you gotta drive everywhere. Like how you said it's industrial, kind of like commercial. That's because, like, there's a whole plots of lands dedicated to it, which take up way too much space, which makes you have to drive a lot more to get to a destination which you would want to, making it so it's more car-centric, taking up more space. But in Denton, due to like what is it, the town infrastructure, it has more of a area where like you can walk, communicate in a more timely manner, because like what is it, I know there's a square hub there in Denton. What is it, there's this little
like a plaza of sorts.
kind of like what is it, it's a town square, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Like what is it, that has a lot of shit you can do from what I've been told, and a lot of places you can find and eat, like what is it, restaurants, cultures, other stuff like that, because my mom also worked there for like 16-20 years, I don't know how many.
Damn.
Yeah, what is it, and she's gotten very familiar with the area. She's walked the whole town like many times before.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much how almost any downtown is like. Almost every downtown, or my bad, almost every city has a downtown like that. It's just each one is different. Like Fort Worth, as far as I'm concerned, has Magnolia Street, and that's like on the outside of downtown. And Magnolia Street's like,
it's not the central part of the town,
it's
because
not
like
the central, but it's like one of the most known apart from Sundance Square. And then Dallas is the entire like city with all the skyscrapers and shit. That's downtown itself. And then you got Deep Ellum, main attraction point in Dallas. Holy shit. San Antonio, downtown is small as fuck. I can walk. San Antonio itself, as in the city, is just downtown.
Mhm.
You can walk from one point to the other within like probably maybe 30 minutes. It's really not hard. But their main attraction is like the Riverwalk, and there's a lot of shit on it. restaurants. There's a whole ass mall on it.
It's more compact.
Way more compact, actually. Yeah.
More stuff to do.
Yeah. Austin. I don't know about Austin. Austin's weird. I've been to Austin once, and it was a terrifying trip for me.
What happened there?
You don't remember, dude? It was like our first episode where I talked about how like we went to Austin. It was me, my roommate, and like her like.
Oh, okay. Now I remember. It
Yeah.
wasn't the first episode, basically though.
One of the first few episodes. I don't like Austin, even though it was for 3 hours of me being there. I don't like it.
I can see that, I guess.
It was awful, but I see what you mean. Like, yeah, it probably does depend on like how the city was like kind of structured and built upon.
Also, because what is it? It's more of a university-based city or like town.
Yeah.
Because like, what is it? During the day, it's more like centered on like taking care of your business, school, work, all that other fun stuff people like to do. But then at night, that's when they start communicating.
Yeah. College students are starting to get out and whatnot.
I heard there's a lot of places to drink there. So like,
there's a lot of places to drink in any fucking city.
You just gotta find the right places.
You gotta find it, and you gotta be of age. Apparently, drinking while underage is illegal. Who would have figured?
Ooh.
Fucking. I actually did some drinking in San Antonio.
No, I'm telling the police.
Yeah, in public too. That was fun. Hear me out. San Antonio was a vibe. When I got there, don't get me wrong, like it was kind of shit when I got there. Because like I went to this Motel 6 and like fucking, they made me pay like $80 for a room that was just dog ass. Like the TV was damn near hanging off the wall.
The fuck?
Fucking, and like I reserved like a 1-bed room, but there was like, oh, we're out of the one beds, so I'm gonna get you a 2-bed, but it's gonna be the same price. I was like, okay, cool. And then fucking, it's like I get in there and it's like, damn, this is depressing as shit. Like, dude, the motel I went to, because like I said, San Antonio downtown is really compact and small, right? It's, you cross a bridge and it's like, it's from downtown, lovely fucking vibe going on. It's very lively, a nice aesthetic and whatnot. You walk under this bridge and it's just fucking like ghetto, or not ghetto, but like run down. You know, it's like, oh man, a lot of the homeless clearly chills on this side.
Poverty.
Yes, I was in a motel right there, and it's like my initial plan was to, so okay, since I'm here, I could get some sleep, or since I'm only here for like pretty much the duration of this day, because like clock in time was at 3 p.m. and I had to clock out at 11 a.m. So I was like, okay, I could pretty much spend from 3 o'clock all the way to like midnight or 1 just vibing, you know, just walking around the city and whatnot, or just driving around, because like turns out the Alamo is there and it's like right in the middle of downtown. I couldn't fucking find the building.
How?
I was pissed.
It's the Alamo.
I was like, I want to go find it. I was like, I'm gonna go to the Alamo. And it's like, it closes at 5. It's like, and it's like fucking 3 o'clock. I was like, okay, I can get there. So I got in my car. I went to an IHOP, and the way that San Antonio city blocks are like kind of routed is every other block is a one-way fucking street. So you got to go in zigzags to get to this fucking IHOP. And I missed my turn. I was like, okay, where can I park? I couldn't park anywhere because like it was the like on one quadrant of the city, people were celebrating Cinco de Mayo, so everything else was in more zigzags. I was like, fuck it, I'll go back to the motel. How far is this IHOP from the motel? It was like a 5-minute walk.
Not that bad.
That's not bad at all. I said, dude, fuck driving. I already spent a whole lot of gas getting here. I ought as well not waste it. So I got on my skateboard. I started skating around. Went to this IHOP, empty as fuck.
Damn. Yeah, all to yourself.
Pretty much. The waitress was nice though. Like, she gave me my food and then she just sat down and just started talking. I was like, this normally doesn't happen. I was looking at myself and like, what am I wearing?
You got a wire on you? What are you doing?
No, it's like I was like
you
I don't even look good. Like, does she find me attractive? What is this? She just started talking. She was really friendly. I was like, why are you in an IHOP at like 3 p.m.? I was like, why are you serving at 3 p.m.? She's like, okay, valid point. I was like, yeah, you know, it's like, and then I was pretty much explaining to her like how I'm from like up north, you know, from fucking Dallas and Fort Worth, and I had to get out of my house, so I came out over here. It's like, oh, so you're a little adventurous. Like, well, I try to be when I'm not wanting to kill people, you know, fucking. And then like I finished eating, and I was like, is there any interesting places I can go to? He's like, well, there's the Alamo, the Riverwalk, and I mean the Alamo. It's actually just across the street. Somehow I got fucking lost looking for it. And then like there's the Riverwalk. It's the Riverwalk. Every other bridge that you see is, well, there's a river under it.
Whoa, no way.
And on the Riverwalk, there's restaurants, there's a mall, there's a whole lot of shit. So like I said, that there was a whole festival for Cinco de Mayo going on, like one corner of the street or the city. In the Riverwalk, there was a whole ass miniature festival going on down there. I don't know what the fuck it was for, but it was going on. I was like, okay, so this is just a very active city. So I started skating around because I was a little afraid to go into the Riverwalk. I was like, I don't know if I can just go down there. And then like at some point when I was just skating,
I don't know.
I was like, okay,
my kind.
being not even with my kind, bro. Like I only saw like 10 black people in San Antonio, and that was it. And like one of them was like some bum, you know, just sleeping on the street. Two of them were like, you know, some musicians just playing outside, and all the other ones were like people in cars. I mean, San Antonio is mostly like Hispanic oriented.
What is it? It's very much a
Hispanic oriented. It's wild.
Tourist kind of area.
Pretty
from
much.
what I've been told. And from what I remember.
Considering that the Alamo is there, yeah, it's definitely touristy. But I started skating around a little bit, and I was like, okay, I love the vibes that this place is giving off. It feels nice. I feel at ease. I feel like I can just leave all my shit behind and move here, you know. And then like as I was skating around more, I had to constantly get off my skateboard because like, you know, fucking it's the daytime, so there's traffic and it's busy, and there's a lot of fucking foot traffic. So I was like, okay, this is getting boring. I need to come back at night, see what it's like, you know. So when I hopped off my skateboard, I started walking around the Riverwalk, and I called like a couple of my friends so I could I went on Discord, called a couple of friends, so, you know, I got like some background noise because they were playing games. And fucking as I was like on the Riverwalk, dude, it was so nice. It probably would have been better. I went to it at night, but they have like lights hanging off the trees and whatnot.
That's cool.
And I was like, okay, I'm definitely coming here at night, see what it looks like. So as I'm walking during the day, people are eating, and like it's a river walk, so you're walking on a sidewalk, right? These sidewalks did not have any guardrails or anything. And I'm looking into the river. I'm like, you know, someone could commit manslaughter by simply pushing me in this. And I walked by a sign that said, "Do not swim in river." You know, and it's like, I was like, huh. Search up on my phone. It's like, why is it illegal to swim in the river walk? And it's like, it's not that it's illegal. It's just unhealthy because it's like it's highly concentrated with E. coli.
Oh, how nice. What the fuck are they putting in there?
It's a river. It goes through a fucking city. It's like the Trinity River, except, well, I mean, it's not the Trinity. Fucking.
Well, really now?
Have you ever been next to the Trinity River? It smells like dog ass.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember a lot of things. And I might have, but I probably don't remember.
If you ever gone to Fort Worth or Dallas, you've passed by that Trinity at some point. You just be driving on the highway, the next thing you know, your nose is getting molested by just stench. It's awful. But as I was walking down there, fucking, I saw like that too. There's a whole lot more skateboarders in San Antonio than I've seen in Dallas or Fort Worth. Like, no matter what time of day I walk into Dallas or Fort Worth, you have to go to certain spots to find like a different kind of fucking atmosphere, and skateboarders are never there. It's like happens like once every couple of hours. Like, okay, there's no one here, I'll be back later. San Antonio, no matter what corner you turn, there's someone on a skateboard.
So, from what I'm hearing, it's like sounds like a good place for you to just escape.
It was. I needed it. I really did. And then like I went into this mall. This mall was the size of a city block.
Jesus.
And it like the Riverwalk went like right pretty much not into it. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'd say it was into it. It's more like a peninsula, you know?
I know my geography.
The river, like, it had a point where it just went straight into the mall, and you just go into the mall from there. This mall was 5 stories tall.
Jesus Christ.
But that's because it's, from the outside, it's about 3 stories. Mm-hmm. When you go inside, it's 5 stories because, you know, there's ground level, and then there's the river that's, like, actually like a fucking level below ground.
Oh, that seems cool.
It actually was. It was pretty nice. And so you go in this mall, and I'm walking around, and I was like, what is this place? I looked, and I'm like, okay, there's a H&M right there. And then there's a Jungle Gym right there. There's a couple restaurants here and there. It's like, wait a minute. Went on my phone, went on fucking Google Maps. I was like, Zoomies, right on top of me. I was like, this is a fucking mall. So I started exploring. And as I explored, I didn't buy anything because I again made a bunch of stupid decisions in that city. But fucking, as I was walking around, like, some kids were skateboarding throughout the mall.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, if they wanted to get from one, because like I said, it's a whole city block, but you can just, instead of going around a square, you can just cut straight through the mall, and you end up on the other side of the block. So like, I just heard skateboards. I'm like, man, this is fucking sick. It was fucking cool. I definitely want to go there again with some friends who can skate, because like cruising around in that place, fucking phenomenal. And then I got out the mall, and I just sat for a little bit, and my phone was about to die, so I went back to my my room, just for, just to rest a little bit, let my phone charge. So like, I'm just chilling in there, phone's fully charged, and then like nighttime hits, and nighttime, same amount of shit was going on, less car traffic, but more foot traffic. And that festival I was talking about still going on. No. They were celebrating Cinco de Mayo like, a whole 4 days early.
What the fuck?
And that festival took up like a whole quadrant, bro. And I was walking through it. Some dude was trying to get me to dance with like his daughter or some shit. And I was like, oh, I don't. It's a bunch of Hispanics dancing. I was like, I can't really dance to Hispanic music that well.
You turned down that offer? How
dude, and I was upset that I did, because like, as you walk through San Antonio, so many of the citizens there look nice. I was like, oh man, I could get her number or some shit. But like, this dude is speaking to me in broken English. I can barely understand. I was like, I would love to, but I'm kind of busy, bro. Clock's a ticking. My life's going, and I'm trying to go with it. Do you feel me? So I kept walking, and like, it was so dark. At some point, again, it was dark as fuck, and I'm just skating around, and like, I find like more skaters. Like I said, there was a whole gang of skaters at some point. And like, I was like, I want to follow them, but I'm a little shy. I've never been around a bunch of skaters. Like, how are they gonna look at me? They typically don't give a shit. I walked up to someone, like, hey, can I take a couple photos of y'all? Y'all skate? It's like, yeah, what? You a photographer? It's like, I'm trying to be. It's like, it's either this or a skateboarder, but I don't even know how to do a lot of shit, so I just cruise around. It's like, hey, you can just learn to do both. It's like, yeah, I could. I suck ass at both of them, so I'd rather learn one. Photography it was, and they were trying to jump like those little electric scooters.
Yeah.
They're trying to jump like 10 of those.
What is that? I seen this one guy like ride like 14 of them. I have 14 of them.
Dude, like, it was so interesting. And then like, I went down to the Riverwalk again. Unfortunately, none of the lights were on, but since the moon was like reflecting or refracting off of the water, it was causing like so many nice like patterns of light like around the fucking buildings that you walk past. And like, there was this dude, a black guy, one of the two that I was talking about, who was a musician, and he was playing on his saxophone. Wow. And like, there was some lady just like vibing next to him, just like playing. And I was walking by, mind you, on the Riverwalk, bro. I'm walking by, and she looks at me, and I look at her, and we make eye contact, and she's like, come join me. And I was like, what? It's like, yeah, come join me. I was like, okay, shit. You know what? Like I said, I'm 20 and I'm not living like a 20-year-old. I gotta start. So I said, fuck it. I don't care if it's a bad decision or not. I'm gonna fucking do it, right? So I walked up to her and we started dancing. It's like, like little ballroom dancing. Turns out it's called the waltz.
Yeah, you just kind of waltz around.
That's what we were doing, and honestly, I never felt so free before.
Yeah, what is it? They do for any like Hispanic like sweets. What is it? Quinceañeras or like weddings or stuff like that. They usually like rent out a big ass ballroom, and usually they have the sections for tables, and then they have the section where you go dance, and usually it kind of just turns into a big giant circle where people waltz with anybody. Sometimes they'll pass you off to a random person, then you get passed off to your grandma, then you get passed off to your aunt, then like other people you don't know.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Dude, I haven't had a dance partner in so fucking long. I felt free, bro. I was like, we were just dancing, like not a single word was spoken. You know, we're just like just going in circles, and like this dude is just, he looks at us and he's just like, he mellows his fucking saxophone down a little bit, sets like a whole, it's not that we weren't waltzing to like the wrong fucking melody that he was playing, but he made a completely different melody. The tone. He changed the tone and it fit. And we're like, damn. I wish I had cash on me so I could tip him. I really did. So we're just dancing, and like this goes on for like a whole 20 minutes, you know? And then the dude's like, okay, I think that's about enough for me, as much as I enjoyed this moment, you know? And the lady tipped him, and then like she looked at me and was like, you're not bad. And I was like, thank you. Like it's been a minute, you know? I thought I would do shit. I was like, that was really fun. It's like, thank you, ma'am. Like I really need it. It's like, yeah, no problem. You know? It's like, and then fucking she just walked off. And then I walked in the other direction. I was like, man, I want to experience that again. I want people to do shit with, you know? I can't really go to Dallas because Dallas is like, it's boring if you go alone. And unless you're looking for, it is boring unless you're looking for a specific thing. Like, are you looking for a club? Are you looking for a bar? That's it.
It's not a good place to just walk around.
No, it's not. And then Fort Worth, I mean, you can walk around, but again, Fort Worth doesn't have many interesting things. And like all I'd like to do is just like walk around and take photos, and both of those cities don't have interesting things to take photos of. San Antonio, different story. Austin could be a different story if I went.
Well, now you have some other places to look for.
Right. I want to try going to San Antonio like once every couple of months or some shit. Like maybe once every 3 months. It seems so fun.
What is it? I would suggest look up towns. Like, what is it? I forgot where it was that I found this. Like interest points for like community.
You'll get it.
It never comes. Oh, I don't know why. My brain's just been really slow.
It happens, man.
Too often, though.
Bro.
So, other than your little trip, that was the only key milestone you've had?
I kind of like broke or sprained my hand a little bit.
And that was due to?
That was due to my manager pissing me off, and unfortunately I couldn't punch him, so I punched one of the lifts that is used to hold like 10,000 pounds worth of like just fucking steel and plastic.
Very smart decision.
Yeah, it's either that or I lost my job, so
I guess.
Dude, honestly, not a whole lot's happened. It's before I went to San Antonio, I was in one hell of a slump, you know? Like, I cannot be in this place at all.
Like this place or Texas?
I guess both, you know? Specifically this place. Dude, like I said, I got a roommate, but like it just feels like I'm living with another body at that point. It's like, okay, now I'm back in my mom's house. I don't want to experience that again.
You want to live with like people you can interact with, like.
Dude, I need some kind of action going on, bro. I love sleeping and all, but it gets tiring, you know? Like, I want to sleep when I actually want to sleep, not because my body and mind is fatigued. And that just simply happens from simply existing now. And that's annoying as shit. Like, I get home from work, and it's like, cool. Let's see, am I going to work on a board? Am I going to edit an episode of the podcast, make animations maybe? Am I going to play games? It's like, let's sit down and think about it. I sit down, I pass the fuck out. Right? And I wake up at like 1 a.m. I was like, oh, I fell asleep. I'll just go back to sleep. Can't go to sleep. I was like, okay, cool. Oh, now my roommate's minding her own business, but she's fucking loud. So I just like, well, shit. Now I'm eavesdropping, trying not to be. So I get up and like, I was like, it's 1 o'clock. What can I do at 1? Literally nothing. Especially as like, until I hit 21 years old, I can't do jack shit.
True. Yeah.
Fucking. To what I've been doing for like the past month and a half.
To keep your sanity?
Yeah. What I've been doing is I get up, I get dressed, I get ready for work. Mind you, this is like between the hours of 1 and 3, and I go to work. And when I go to work, I park my car in the parking lot and I fucking sleep. Because for some reason, it is significantly, no matter, it could be loud in this apartment, it could be quiet, it could be cold, hot, it could be comfortable. Actually, no, it couldn't. It could be a lot of things in this apartment. I can't comfortably go back to sleep after I wake up in this apartment.
Shit,
I need to find something to do. Alright? Whether it's with someone or by myself. So what I have been doing is like, get up, go to work, sleep there. For some reason, it is significantly easier to sleep in my car at work, one of the last places I want to be, as opposed to my fucking house.
Shit.
It's a bit of a... It's odd, you know?
You're kind of, from what I'm hearing, kind of stuck in a cycle.
Yeah. Because like I said, I talked to one of my friends, and I mentioned, I was like, I'm 20 years old, and I'm not living the life of a 20-year-old, you know? Like, I don't... He's like, well, what life do you feel like you're living? He's like, that's the problem. I don't think I'm living at all, bro.
What do you think a 20-year-old life is supposed to be lived like, then?
I want to say active, but, like, not in a... Active in a general sense. Like, you know, you're constantly productive in a way. Are you outside being active with friends? Are you outside just being active as a human being? Or, like, are you inside being active with friends? Or inside being active as a human being? Like, are you just being productive? Are you doing something that is bettering, like, either your health in any capacity or just actually just your health, really? It's like, dude, talking to people is a healthy thing to do. If you're introverted, even introverts talk to people. If what I'm doing is pretty much just like, I wake up and while I'm doing jack shit, I sit in my fucking like futon like an NPC waiting for like the main character to come pick me up or some shit.
So you're kind of just waiting around for something to always happen?
It's like, yeah, just constantly waiting in like limbo. It's like, okay, I'm sure like, you know, maybe some hot chick will just fall through my ceiling and just like, hey, let's go on an adventure and like fight ninjas or some shit, you know? I'm just there just chilling, like, I'm sure it will happen eventually. If I wait long enough, something will happen. The most that's happened is I had to take a shit and come back to the room. That is it. It's just, it's been so aggravating because most of our friend group is either flaky as hell or when we do shit, unfortunately, I'm busy working.
I was about to say,
so I can't.
I never see you come with us, but I'm just like, you're probably working then. Probably.
I can't do anything with y'all because I'm always working. But whenever I'm not working, we try to do anything. We always schedule something, and then like some of us are flaky as hell. So it's like, well, damn, that kind of sucks. But I mean, we all got our own lives and whatnot. And then like I got like another friend group, but like they kind of split off. So now I hang out with like them separately, and well, one of them it's kind of hard to fucking talk to them. The other two, they're like, I'm not gonna say white variants of me, but when I say that when I go somewhere to relax, it's over there. You know, it's like I'm always in a relaxed mood. I'm trying not to be in a relaxed mood. I've been in a relaxed mood for like the duration of high school, all the way until now. And it's like there's even that. High school life sucked. I wasn't living the life of a high schooler when I was in high school. I did what? I barely did my homework. I went home and did close to nothing. And that was it. Oh yeah, and I also went to work.
I feel like I've had this conversation somewhat for high school. With like literally last week with James, Judah, and I. Because we were talking about how the fuck are we gonna do with our lives, and like what was the best times during our lives. Judah said it was during high school. I think
I want to say during middle school when we were all like kids. We were all energized. We weren't like really going out anywhere at times. I mean, y'all were. I really wasn't, but we were all hanging out in some degree. If it was on PlayStation or at school.
I feel like athletics kind of brought us. What is it?
Yeah.
Maybe what I'm thinking is we gotta do something else. Like, what is it? We gotta join or like put ourselves out there in some way or another. Because like from what I'm hearing is you want a place to escape to. whether it be physically or mentally, because like mentally you could just escape anywhere from what it sounds like, either in your car from this futon, but you got to get out sometimes.
Yeah.
And physically you just sometimes just go out, travel, see new cities and shit like that.
I just need to do something, and my escape is typically it used to come get me, you know. And I was like, I can vibe with this because I was always that one dude that's like, I'm the relaxed guy, I'm the chill guy, I'm the one who sets the vibe or amplifies it, and then next thing you notice, it's like, well, there's no vibe to set anymore, and well, there's no one who wants it amplified. So what am I doing now? I'm just sitting here waiting for someone to come get me, and no one's coming to get me. So it's like, okay, this is kind of uncomfortable. Now what? It's odd. It's weird. I don't like this state of being that I'm in.
Have you ever thought of... No, never mind.
Yeah, that's life, Like, that's what I mean. It's like, dude, we're 20 years old and not a whole lot has happened for a 20-year-old, Like, my love life, nowhere. Not getting anywhere with it. I damn near gave up on it, to be honest with you. Actually, I was thinking... It's a bit of a funny thing. I told Waylon about it. I was thinking, like, let's say I wanted to start working out. Because, if you have a good physique, your mental state will follow suit, It'll get better. But I was like, I don't like doing shit unless someone is, like, watching me or someone is there to, like, join me as I go,
You want sounds like you want someone to always accompany you.
In a way, yeah. And I was like, hear me out, right? What if I started an OnlyFans?
See, the thing of what I was gonna bring up, but it said never mind, was why don't you try streaming?
I do want to try streaming.
Because it sounds like that's a good place to kind of escape, find your own community to engage with.
I definitely want to try streaming because, like, I can't really play games unless I'm playing with someone or if someone's watching me. And, like, the OnlyFans thing, I was like, okay, so OnlyFans, right? I do nothing but post progress photos of my workout, and I gain a following, and at some point, it's just, I'm not paying, I'm not having anyone pay shit, by the way. It's just all free. It's like, hey, there's this random black dude that's just, like, he's willing to, like, put himself out there and just be like, hey, check out these progress photos, I got abs and whatnot, It's like, okay,
growing my six pack.
He's showing. It's like some people can be like, hey, I recommend this or I recommend that, and then it goes from there, and all it takes is like a certain amount of like followers or that one person to be like, you ever gonna do something spicy, So like, I could try doing that shit that Markiplier did, but instead of like already having millions of followers, I doubt to fucking have that, but just post a little bit of a little spicy thing on OnlyFans and just let the followers rise from there. And it's like, what I could do is, I don't know if there's really like any woman that would follow me. I feel like it'd be a bunch of dudes who's like, dude, I want to help this dude get shredded.
He's just like, here's some tips and tricks what I follow. You gotta do this, do that. Take some creatine. I got steroids if you need any.
That was the OnlyFans idea. And then there was a Tinder idea that came to mind.
You're gonna start murdering people on Tinder?
God, no. I gotta match with people first. But fucking... My friend came into town about, 3 weeks ago, I believe. And he was high as fuck. But he's one of those dudes who's like... He was just on Tinder. And he's just swiping right on everyone. And I'm like, stop! She looks like a fucking whale.
Oh no!
And it's like I got bored and grabbed his phone and started judging like all these women. I was like, okay, I want to guess your type. So I'm going through them. It's like I swipe left on someone. I was like, no. He was like, no, swipe right on her. Reverse swipe right. I was like, but dude, she's ugly. It's like, I don't care. I'm trying to get pussy, bro. I was like, that is.
Bro is desperate. What the fuck?
That is sad. I mean, it worked out for him. He's gotten pussy here and there due to just doing that. But I mean,
I'd rather.
There's someone who's like 500 pounds on there, and I was like, dude, this is a literal no. He's like, I can handle it. It's like, no, the fuck, no, you can't. You can't fucking handle it, bro. It looks like it will handle you. It's like, calm. That's not gonna happen. And then, like, mind you, again, he's high, so there was like 3 of us in this room, excluding him, and he comes up to us and he goes, guys, hear me out.
No.
We all share a Tinder account, and we put, like, we were too fucking cheap to do the Tinder premium option.
What the fuck?
So, like, you know, you just, like, text or call one of us, and we see how it goes from there. And, like, we post, like, a group photo of us, and unfortunately, that was such a good idea to all of us in the room that I was like, that is one of the first few, like, good fucking ideas.
A Tinder lottery
to
see who you get.
I hate how much of a good idea it was. It was dumb. And I was like, I'd do it for the shits and giggles, but I'm upset that it's actually a pretty good idea. Some people would probably be like, that's pretty fun. And there's a lot of people on Tinder, especially married couples, that are looking for men or women to join them on their quote-unquote fun, you know?
I feel like people that take those either got a 1 in 10 chance of being killed. Like that men and women that are looking for some fun are gonna kill you. They're just murderers.
A little dubious. Fucking. And like, dude, this idea's been like, it's been bothering me for so much. I was like, damn, it's really a good idea. I was like, you know what? How would I fare on Tinder, you know? I don't like Tinder at all. But I got it anyways. I fucking caved. I was like, fuck it. I might as well try, you know? So I got Tinder and I made mine. Shut up. Yeah. I made mine a little fucking goofy, you know?
Oh, a little quirky.
It's just a little goofy. It's a bit of it's kind of dumb to look at. And I was like, there's a chance that someone could find me on here. Who gives a shit? I stopped caring. I was like, fuck it, you know? So I made it, and I was talking to my coworker, and she was like, oh, dude, you're gonna have so many people wanting to fucking, like, just fuck you. And I was like,
cap.
I was like, yeah, no, that's not right. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem right. It's like, dude, Tinder's only used for fucking.
That's what I was thinking, like, Tinder, if you're trying to look for someone other just to smash, try like something else. Like
I put on
Bumble.
there, it's like, I don't know what I'm looking for, you know? I'm just doing this just because. Mm-hmm. And I had like 0 matches for the past 3 or 2 weeks.
Oh god.
And I walked up to her, I was like, you fucking lied. You liar. You said people were wanting to come at me. You lied.
You
I
hyped
matched with
me
this one
up.
person, and I said, oh yeah, what's up? They immediately unmatched, like, you fucking bitch. You liar. And I was like, okay. I was like, what would happen if, because Tinder hits you with this thing, like, Tinder's algorithm is so fucked, bro, because what they do is, you know, they want you to pay for it. It used to be free, but they want you to pay for it. So what they do is that whenever you have the free Tinder, is whenever someone like likes you, you don't get to see what they look like.
What the fuck?
You don't get to see what they look like at all. So it's like, it encourages you to pay for it. And I was like, who would like me? So I went ahead, paid for like a 1-week subscription, whatever, you know. And I was like, oh yeah, all these women kind of like me, but I don't like any of them. They were nice, they just weren't my type. There's a lot of nice, fine, beautiful looking women on there, but
unfortunately,
a lot of them look like they are high maintenance, and I'm no high maintenance dude. You know, a lot of them are Latinas, and I'm like, okay, Latinas kind of scare me. And if one ever meet me, they're just gonna like have a different view on black people. You know,
they're very, very
judgy. So am I though. And then like, fortunately, there was a couple of black women on there too, and I was like, I don't fuck with black women like that at all.
Just in your bio, I don't fuck with you guys.
Hey, stop. I'll walk you later, bro. And then it's like, so I was swiping left on all of them. It was like, you're boring. And then like, pretty much, I'm looking for, do you have an interesting bio? Have you made me laugh? And or do you have like common interests? If you have more than one common interest in me, then instant right. If it's skateboarding, instant right. Every single person that had skateboarding is like, well, they already have a kid. They're not really looking for a relationship. I was like, that's cool. Instant right. Because I just want someone to skateboard with. None of my friends are, well, skating.
Skaters?
I need more friends. And I was like, why don't you just like go to a skate shop or some shit and just like ask a dude to skate around? It's like, cause no. I want to find someone who can like impress me. Not a whole lot of women doing that, unfortunately. So I want to give them a chance.
What is it? Go to skating rink.
Skating rink or skate park?
Skate park. There you go.
I would, but you know, the skate parks around us are just boring as fuck.
They
mostly little kids that are at them.
Oh. See, I only know one of them. That's what I'm saying. You should go to
It's like the one next to your house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. And that one's ass, mind you. Nothing but people on BMX bikes who ride over there, too. But like, I'm going through Tinder, and it's like, oh, man, this is kind of boring. If I just wanted to swipe left or right, I just turn my phone sideways and go on Instagram.
Try Bumble.
It's like, I was complaining about this to my coworkers. I'm like, how the fuck? And it's like, mind you, they're like 23, 25. Whenever they were going through Tinder, it was like years ago, and Tinder wasn't much of a bitch. It was actually more forgiving. The algorithm wasn't fucked, and people would actually match with you because of whatnot.
Not money hungry.
Yeah. Some bitch matched with me on. Actually, she didn't even match with me on Tinder. I put my Instagram in my Tinder, and someone messaged me on Instagram, and I was like, "Hey," and I was like,
"Was this bot?" Oh my god.
Listen, dude. They're like, "Hey," and I was like, "Who are you?" He was like, "Oh, I'm so and so from Tinder." I was like, "Oh, dude, I completely forgot to put my Insta on there." Man. It's like, "What's up, dude? Like, what you doing?" It's like, "Oh, you know." It's like, "What you doing right now?" I was like, "I'm at work." It's like, "Oh, you trying to meet up after?" I was like, "I'm going to San Antonio like right afterwards." Right? And it's like, I could probably spare some time. It's like, "Nah, why don't you do it when you come back?" It's like, "Okay, cool." It's like, "Follow me." So that, you know, you
did it not make it suspicious when
was,
they had 0 followers?
Dude, it was obviously suspicious to me, but you know me, I like fuck. Even if it was a bot or not, I'm gonna fuck around with it on Instagram. Do you have any idea how many bots I've talked to on Instagram? Because like you talk to a bot and it's like, "Hey there, sexy," and I was like, "What's up?" And it's like, you want to be my daddy?" I was like, "Not really." It's like, "Oh, here's a nude." I was like, "Cool, free nude." And it's like, "I'm so bored." And it was like, "Damn, that's tough, bro." Another nude. It's like, dude, bots. And then like some people, whenever they make bots, they make them more sophisticated as it goes on. So it's like, "You're a bot, aren't you?" It's like, "Oh, I am so offended." It's like, "Oh, my apologies, bro." Nude. It's like, it's like, dude, you just get like just free nudes, and it's like, okay, cool. Well, I know this bot isn't this actual person, so reverse image search, and it's like, oh, sick, porn star, adding that to the list.
Okay.
Dude, I used to fuck around with bots so much. It was fucking the amount of nudes that they would just give, and then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm getting tired of bots messaging me, so I'm just gonna stop messaging them, put my account on private for a little bit, and let it sit. And I let it sat, and so I stopped getting bots. Now the only times I get bots is in my Instagram stories, which is why I kind of stopped posting on Instagram or posting on the story, because like it's like, oh, 30 people just viewed your story. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, sick. I love the attention, I guess. And then I look and it's like, it's
all
bot
bots
after bot. It's like the same 6 people on average, like you, James, Waylon, and a couple just other miscellaneous people, and then bot. It's like, what the fuck? Instagram, we got a fucking problem, bro. The thing is, bots, I've noticed bots only really target people who don't have a whole lot of followers. When I had a whole lot, I had like at one point I had like 500 followers on Instagram.
Whoa,
and then
Mr. Popular.
Was Mr. Popular. I went through like a bit of a rough patch, unfortunately, during my life, or I guess last year, and so I just did a mass unfollowing. I unfollowed a whole lot of people, and then I had a whole lot of people unfollow me. I just force unfollow. And it got to the point where Instagram was like, yeah, you gotta stop doing that because you're kind of getting flagged as a bot. I was like, what the fuck? What if I just don't want certain people following? Okay, cool. So I'd have to wait like a whole day and then start people unfollowing me again. And there's a lot of cool people that I kind of wish I didn't force to unfollow me, but it is what it is. I was like, cool, I'll just start from the ground up. And when you're at the ground, you're with a bunch of dwellers, you know?
Ground. So
dwellers. there's bots, and then there's just like random promotion companies and whatnot. And it's like, this is boring, you know? I love the attention, but I don't like it when it's fake, you know? So put my shit in private, and if you want to follow me, just follow me. I think what I'd have to do is I'd have to actually... I heard my phone. I'd have to actually like fucking find them, follow them. They'd probably follow me. But it's because of that, the Instagram algorithm fucked my shit up. Like, you know how the suggested reels pop up and whatnot? It doesn't do that if you have a certain following.
What the fuck?
I don't have that amount anymore. So like a lot of the shit that bothers me now would not be there had I just kept my 500 followers. Dumb decisions on my part.
Well, you live and learn.
Yeah. So now I just gotta, like, you know, raise my following once more. And I try following more people, but, you know, Instagram's still a bitch. And it only shows you certain things depending on, like, how active some people are. So a lot of meme pages that post OnlyFans sponsorships and whatnot are on my fucking feed like 24/7, and it's annoying as shit.
Have you ever thought about creating a new account? Trying to start that up from scratch?
I'm actually
having like it separated from anybody that knows it?
I was actually considering starting a new account, and it was either my current account now is either going to be my spam account, or it could be my personal account. I might make it my personal account, and then I just make a spam account. It's open to anyone can follow it. I post whatever I want. It's pretty much what it's going to be like. But yeah, I was considering it. And I told myself I would never make a spam account. And here I am considering it because I'm getting too many bots. And the meme pages are getting annoying as shit. I'd rather that be honest ever think.
I feel like you need something from the sounds of this episode to keep you engaged, either in the digital or physical realm.
Digital, because like when I'm not sleeping, I'm just mindlessly scrolling on some kind of social media. Dude,
Why not?
I'm not even watching YouTube anymore. And it's not that I don't want to, it's just I just procrastinate on it. Stop that.
Why not like start talking, just like randomly spouting on this new page that you might consider? Just post, just go live.
You just start talking to people?
Just like invite anybody, start doing something with that free time, because I find that with my free time I just mindlessly scroll, which I'm just like, this is not fucking good. I don't fucking like this.
It's unhealthy, you know.
That's what I also don't like about, like, what is it, Instagram, Twitter, all that other shit, that you could just accidentally go into a spiral for hours on end and not get out until like it's like 5 a.m.
The only time I mindlessly scroll is whenever I have nothing better to do, and it typically helps whenever I'm on a car ride and I'm passenger or some shit, you know. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna pass the time, just start scrolling, you know, find funny shit or find weird
Family
shit.
Guy funny moments.
Not like you, bro. But that's what I said, like, dude, it's gotten so bad that, remember how I said I don't really watch anime? I don't even really watch YouTube anymore.
Shit.
There's a lot of shit I could watch on there and a lot of shit I would want to watch. I just don't. And it's like, huh.
I feel that.
Why is this happening? That's weird. It's so, like, and then there's that too. Like, if I watch anime, I have to watch it with, like, people. And, well, again, my roommate just doesn't really like watching anime. And when she does, it has to be, like, there has to be, like, lesbian shit in it. And it's like, okay, that narrows it down by a few, and those are unfortunately kind of ass. Because, like, they try to force it on you. It's like, so I've been forcing my coworkers to watch anime with me instead.
I feel that. I can't watch anything anymore. All it is just YouTube or just live streams.
Yeah, it's like you go if you were to go on Instagram right now and look at my thought bubbles or whatever, it's like it's constantly. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna change for the better. I didn't. Fucking. I'd be like. I wake up and was like, today I'm gonna try doing something a little more productive. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna form a good habit, and then I don't. And then it's like it just starts spiraling out of control. It's like, well, fuck. I'm going in the opposite direction. Tomorrow will be different. It wasn't.
I can somewhat relate. Because right now, I have somewhat set plans, but who knows what will come after those set plans.
Right.
Gotta find a footing in this world.
I know.
Just like you.
Yeah, it's like
somewhere where you belong. Somewhere like where you feel like you can connect with people.
You know, like some people just don't feel right in their skin. You know, like they feel like they shouldn't be in it. You know,
and they take it off.
I feel like I shouldn't be in where I'm at.
You should take off your skin, Jamin.
I enjoy my skin. I just don't enjoy where my skin is around. If I could take out the area that I'm in, and just put myself in a new environment that's better for both my physical and mental health, I'd be set.
But I guess that's what makes good character development.
Dude, God's been having me in this character development arc for so long, and it's been nothing but a fucking roller coaster. I need him to like make up his mind. Is he gonna fuck up my life or not?
Seems like you're more just trying to survive than live.
Yeah.
Which I can't really.
It's weird. I don't like it. I need to do some. I got so many hobbies that I could be pursuing and I'm just not, because it's like it's just another day. I'm not gonna really go anywhere with this. Gotta change my mindset, you know.
Why don't you just like start it? Don't look back. Just start it. Because I feel like if you don't start it immediately or like try to get on track to what you want to do, you'll never get to do it. Because like from my time in like community college, I feel like I never really do what I want to do if I procrastinate and not do it. I have to start and do it for me to be able to get the ball rolling. Because like if not else, I'm just gonna be on Instagram.
Yeah,
just scrolling. If I don't do something immediately, I'm not gonna do it at all.
I get that, because I mean, like I said, whenever I was in San Antonio, I was talking to a couple of friends, and one of them, goddamn, this dude was big respect to this guy. Like this man, he's been through so much in his life, and as I explained to him, I was like, I wish I lived an active life. Not, don't get me wrong, like him growing up was probably not the best from what I've heard, but he was still active nonetheless. It's like I wish my life was about as active as yours. Like really, I wish my life was as relaxed as yours. I was like, damn. And then pretty much just listening to him, like it just kind of convinced me. I was like, I want to. He's into D&D. I'm into D&D. You know, I want to start doing shit around that, and I have been. I'm actually getting close to starting to form my own little campaign and story and whatnot.
Bro, I'm so mad at you because like we tried doing D&D sessions online.
Yeah, but like
it all fell apart.
It always falls apart. Our friend group is like so many completely different characters there, bro. Like fucking James, Waylon, Josh, Judah. We all play it so fucking differently as players, and we only like two of us. One of us has more DM experience than all of us, but two of us has more DM experience than majority of us, and they're both vastly different.
That's what is it? From what I heard from like would you say you're more experienced in D&D
as a player,
as a DM, or just in general?
Compared to y'all, Fig, get down. Compared to y'all, I'm more experienced as a player, with the exception of Brian, since he's obviously played longer than me. Fig, you guys go outside. Cut it out. Sit. I'm more experienced as a player, because like, I've only done nothing but players, but I want to try doing DMing ones because I'm a storyteller, bro. You could tell. I mean, we've been going on for a little over an hour of me just explaining a story. You know, I like telling stories, and it's even better whenever they're like interactive. So when you got players and they're interacting with it, you can just do a little fucky wucky and whatnot, and boom.
You just fuck around, play around with people.
Yeah, I am trying to go out a little bit more. I'm trying to find friends who just like, I'd rather go at night, you know, because well, I want to come back home and just pass the fuck out and not wake up because my upstairs neighbors are doing the conga line or fucking up there, or because my roommate is loud as shit in her room. I just want to come home and just go to sleep because I want to and not wake up because I'm that tired. And I used to be able to just go to sleep, wake up, it's like, oh, it's 1 a.m. Go back to sleep, you know? I can't anymore. I can't simply just go back to sleep. It's so fucking hard.
Shit.
And it's like I said, like I wake up at like 1 a.m. or some shit, get ready and go to work. And it was kind of my roommate's fault as to why this happens at times, but it has got to the point where at some random point in the night she does something a little bit loud because I'm a light sleeper, and I don't blame her. Like I think a couple nights ago she was cleaning up Fig's piss, and we have a mop that clicks really fucking loudly, and I woke up to it and I was like, oh, she's cleaning up Fig's piss. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go back to sleep then. You know, nothing interesting going on, and I couldn't sleep. So it's like, well, fuck. I'll just get up and get ready for work. Got ready for work, went to sleep. Next day comes, nothing's going on. She's asleep. I woke up at 1 and I couldn't go to sleep. I was like, damn it. My fucking sleep schedule was set. God
damn.
And I was like, fuck. And it's like, I could go back to sleep, but it's not comfortable to do so in this room, so I'm going to go elsewhere. But, you know, like I just stated about 2 minutes ago, we are a little over the hour mark.
We are.
You wanna call it here, or you got anything else going on?
I don't have anything else that I should be going on with.
Yeah.
I mean, I should be going on with finishing some projects for school. But I feel like it's good to do something else and not fucking drive my head into the ground trying to do something like James.
It has been a very long minute since we've done this. I'm a little upset with myself that I allowed it to go on for so long. We could have done this a little bit earlier, but, you know, shit happens. Or shit doesn't happen. You feel me? Shit happens when it doesn't, unfortunately. And here we are. Oh, man. I really do hope that...
I feel like we would need to do a constant setting of this if we want it to happen, but like...
we all agreed it's like every other week is when we do it. So like we did this now, we're not gonna do it next Friday, but the Friday afterwards we're gonna do it. Is how it should be. But then, you know, shit happens.
What is it?
Like we were supposed to do it last Friday, but that's whenever that's when I snapped and said, fuck, I can't be in my house anymore. My roommate was too loud. And there was shit going on above me. The noises were getting louder, and I was like,
"Fuck it, I'm out.
I can't be here. I'm not able to tolerate it as well anymore." Because like I have a high fucking tolerance. I couldn't tolerate it anymore, so I said, "I gotta get out of here." And here we are. You know, this is actually me. Like this is my shit's a little bit reset. It's not as
wacky as much.
It's out of whack still, but it's not as wacky as much. Yeah, it's not as wacky as much now. So it's like a little bit of a reset. I can do some things now. I'm slowly getting back into my old habits and whatnot.
Try to create some new habits.
Yeah, like fucking waking up at 1 a.m. or just going to work to sleep. Yeah. Well, but, you know, anyways, ladies, or lady and man, gentlemen, whomever
listens to this stumbles upon it.
Yeah. Whoever decides to just have some background noise of a little, you know, two dudes just talking. This concludes another episode of the Inconsistent Vibes, and this is your host Pixel and your other host
Wartorn
signing off. We'll see y'all on another day, hopefully,
and hopefully
not another month.
Not another year from now.
Yeah.
And hopefully we make some progress. with how we feel in life. Cause God, I would have killed myself like 2 years ago.